My dear students, in the previous video on nutrition in human beings, we have already discussed the concept of alimentary canal, associated digestive glands, epiglottis, all these things. Now, in this video, let us proceed further. We are going to study the nutrition process under different headings, under different processes, and the first important process is ingestion. What happens in the ingestion step? Let us study that. See, ingestion simply means the taking in of the food into the body. And we human beings, we have got mouth, we have got an oral cavity for this purpose. So in our case, ingestion is simply the act of taking in food into the body through our mouth. Now, when food is taken into the mouth, what happens in the mouth cavity or oral cavity? Food is chewed by teeth, it is grinded by teeth and broken into small pieces. Then tongue present in the oral cavity, it helps in rolling of the food, it helps in tasting of the food. And then saliva also comes from salivary gland into the oral cavity. Now let us study the functions of saliva. The saliva that is present in the oral cavity performs these three basic functions. First, it kills germs in the food. It moistens the food so that food can be swallowed easily. And the third important function, it helps in breakdown of starch, that we are going to study in detail under heading digestion. Now what happens after that? The food via pharynx, it moves to esophagus, and from esophagus it moves to stomach. Now, having completed this ingestion step, let us move to the next step, that is digestion. Before we go into actual digestion, what is happening, how different components of the foods are digested in our digestive system, let us briefly study about one important term, that is enzyme. See बच्चों, enzymes are biological molecules that accelerates the rate of chemical reaction. You know that digestion is a chemical reaction, and all the reactions involved in digestion process cannot work until these enzymes are present. So enzymes, they accelerate the chemical reactions involved in digestion process. Now 2-3 important points regarding enzymes. Enzymes, they work only at a specific temperature and a specific pH. First thing. Now, enzymes that are involved in digestion of carbohydrate component of the food are known as amylases, and enzymes that are involved in digestion of fat component of the food are called lipases. Okay. Next, let us see how digestion takes place in different components, in different parts of the alimentary canal. The first one, the mouth, the oral cavity. Before we begin with this, let me tell you that digestion is a multi-step process. Digestion doesn't gets over or completed at one component of the alimentary canal. at one part of the alimentary canal. It is a multi-step process where the complex food components are broken down into small pieces in one component in one part of the alimentary canal, then further into smaller parts in second one, and so on. And final digestion, complete digestion, takes place in small intestine. And complete digestion is said to take place only when the starch component, the carbohydrate component, is finally converted to glucose, the protein is converted into amino acids, and fats are converted into fatty acids and glycerol. So let's start what's happening in mouth. Mouth, we are aware now that in the mouth cavity, saliva comes through salivary gland. Now this saliva contains one very important enzyme known as salivary amylase enzyme that acts only on the starch component of the food and converts it into simpler forms. You have to be careful here, bachcho, that the food that we are consuming consists of proteins also, fat also, along with starch. But this salivary amylase, this is acting only on the starch component of the food. And that too, it is not causing complete digestion of starch. It is only digesting starch partially. So often this question is asked in board examination, okay, tell the name of the alimentary canal, the part of the alimentary canal where digestion starts. So digestion starts in the mouth cavity, but it is not completed there. It only starts. Then when food reaches to stomach, the wall of the stomach, it does what? It breaks down the food physically into further smaller pieces. Food is further grinded, further churned into smaller pieces to make the digestion process easier. Then the muscular wall of the stomach, it has got gastric glands, and these glands, they secrete enzyme, they secrete gastric juice. So gastric juice is secreted by gastric glands present in muscular wall of the stomach. Now, what are the components of the gastric juice and how they help in the process of digestion? Let us study that thing. Gastric juice contains three important components: hydrochloric acid, mucus, and enzyme pepsin. Now this hydrochloric acid, its function is to make the environment of the stomach highly acidic, less than 2 pH, itna acidic, and to kill germs also. Now a question arises here that why is there a need to make the environment of the stomach acidic by HCl? So the answer is that the enzyme pepsin present in gastric juice, this enzyme can only work in acidic environment, in extremely low pH. That is why there is a need for HCl. If HCl is not secreted, the environment of the stomach will not be acidic and pepsin enzyme cannot work. So first requirement is the acidic environment of the stomach, and that is maintained through hydrochloric acid secreted. Now this stomach, the gastric juice also contains pepsin enzyme. What does this pepsin enzyme do? Pepsin enzyme simply breaks down the protein component of the food